Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, puddins of all ages, we have our first grand final battle, King of the Sea 16 Internationals between Shaft and Rain. Shaft EU's number 3 team, defeating 3X in the winner's bracket. Therefore, technically the top seed in this grand final. Rain was EU's number 1 in regionals, got defeated. Or I should say, didn't perform as well in the group stage. And as a result, started in the loser's bracket, but they have survived all the way to this point, just knocking down 3X in an amazing 3-game match. Now let's take a look at what Shaft is doing here. Shaft has Zill in the Minotaur. Let's go ahead and get our build viewer up. That is indeed a Minotaur. Elbard in the Delny. First time seeing Elbard in Delny. Vert in a Gearing. That's your typical COTS build with Dazzle. Mizuko in a Ragnar heading towards the home cap. No Name Lord in a range build Stalingrad. Dino with a Petropavlovsk with Reload. Deepest Dungeon in a Montana with Sniper Spec and the DCP module. Kalu in a Vermont with Sniper Spec. And Camille all the way going on the other side with a San Martin. Going to grab the home cap and probably going to try to kite away. As you can see, Shaft putting the bulk of their forces over towards the Alpha Capper. Apples, as Bacon likes to... as Puddin likes to put it. Take a look at the brilliant sky on Faroe Islands. An unusually beautiful day. Puddin, tell us what's going on with Rain.
What's going on with Rain? Going to Apples is Bison in a typical Daring build, followed by Ragnar, typical build there. With double Marsili, Gangbang, I believe, is running out top grade gunner,
yep.
While Luca is running outnumbered.
Mm-hmm.
Both are speedy. We're seeing Arturos Reload Petro also heading to Apples. With the Ohio for Rain heading in that direction. Looks like quick scope build.
Mm-hmm.
Over at Chocolate, our Rain's Gimme Tap. We have Real Ship Shady and a 420 Blazing Kumo. With a Four Amazings Minotaur. And for the first time ever in the series, a Conqueror.
Yeah, we haven't seen a Conqueror all day.
And running Reload. Typical... I would say a typical Conqueror build for survivability.
A reminder of this game, Des Moines and Gdansk have been banned, and look at the torpedoes coming in on Bison's Daring. Now he's got Hydra going, so he will spot these torpedoes. He does get himself detected by radar as well.
Just because he spots them doesn't mean you get to avoid them.
Well, yeah, he will avoid them.
But he will.
But of course he's got all this other stuff coming for him as well.
Well, luckily it was AP, and he did the elite maneuver of angle.
Power stern on. That's right. That's right. So both teams really electing to put the bulk of their forces at Apples.
Well, I dare say Shaft is a little bit more divided.
Mm-hmm. Between Bacon and Apples, yep.
Right. Oh my God, there's a Stalingrad in a Stalingrad spot. I'm shocked and appalled behind Bacon.
Some nice salvos coming in for Zill's Minotaur. Got detected. He's backing off. He'll be fine.
Now it looks like the Marsilis are heading up to where you usually port your Des Moines/Salem ship.
Mm-hmm. It's a pretty strong position, assuming you can get there okay. That's the hard part.
Actually, it's fairly easy. You just go wide like they did.
Yeah.
Because by the time you get up and get spotted, you should already be turning or angling in, with the island.
But what I'm getting at is a lot of players, because of that, don't actually make it to this corner because they are forced to turn in or, they take opportunity shots, that sort of deal. But they do manage to make it to this point. Shaft giving that cap up. They're going to have to find a way into B. They've got a Ragnar ready to go. That's Mizuko.
Well, the only thing to really be able to reset Mizuko would be the Ohio. As soon as the Petro pops his radar, but I mean, if it's Petro radar, it won't be long. I'm sure Conqueror maybe will have shells. I highly doubt the Minotaur has the range to actually be effective to get resets.
Right. There he goes.
Interesting that Shaft has set up the kite from apples with
And
no real push potential to get to C.
yeah, and they're
Or
also kiting
chocolate.
away from Alpha too.
Right, but I mean, they're kiting away from, well, they will be kiting away very shortly from Donuts because it's a San Martin versus,
Mm-hmm.
Conqueror Minotaur Gumo. San Martin's radar is up. No need for Minotaur to really pop his radar yet because the Gumo's naturally spotting him.
Yeah, Camille's in trouble. He got himself stuck bow in, and there's a Conqueror coming. So
Ooh, real ship shady. He's got to outlast this radar because he did get caught bow in with his engine out.
yeah, both of them did. Now here's the question. Yep, there it is. See the spotlights? Camille popping his special ability there. You can see now he gets a heal in 20 seconds. His radar is available in 8 seconds. He's going to radar. He's going to try to get this ship shady out. He's going to start healing as soon as possible. Question is, will the Conqueror get the kill before this happens? There's the radar. Shots in on Ship Shady. They aren't going to make it. And Camille's going to go down before he can heal.
Now, well played to Ship Shady to not even pop his DCP. He knew he was angled properly, i.e. he was bow into AP.
Mm-hmm.
No need to really, get your engines back on. You're set up properly. You're in the smoke. Now you start farming a Montana.
That's right. And what we just saw was another example of a San Martin that on paper should be able to do something, but in reality was unable to do so.
Well, to be fair, he got caught bow in. He should have been reversing.
Absolutely, he should have been.
But Reigns, Ohio, is getting farmed out here by Delaney Ragnar. I believe the Stalingrad is moving forward to possibly get in on some of this action.
Yeah, Malibu is in trouble. He's a little bit too far forward.
Luckily for the Vermont, he just can't. Well, as I say that, as he takes a hit, he's really not able to get effective shells in on him because he is a little too close to the island, which means most of the shells are going to go over and into the superstructure.
Yeah, you're talking about Kalu, right? Shafts Vermont trying to get shots onto Malibu, Ohio.
Yes, that gentleman.
Mm-hmm.
A name who's got too many letters for my simple brain.
Malibu is DCPing right now. His heals up in 10 seconds. I don't see him going down anytime soon.
I mean, it's one of the reasons you do bring in Ohio is, realistically, that survivability.
Oh yeah, it's one of the tankiest battleships because of how easily you can bring that heal back up. There it is.
But I mean, we've got Minotaur shooting him, Stalingrad, Ragnar. I think it's only a matter of time. I don't think he survives this. Even with the heal, he does have a perma fire, and his DCP is down.
He's got 2 perma fires now.
While fires are 100% healable, the damage the HE shells do is not 100% healable.
Yep. Also, it's damage over time. So when the heal's gone, it doesn't matter that it's healable if you can't heal it anyways. So you're right, Malibu is going to go down right here. Burns out his final Defiant Salvo. What does that do? Nothing.
Not sure it washed some of the filth off the Ragnar.
Ah, okay. Clean it up a little bit.
Clean it up.
Speaking of cleaning it up, the Marsilis are pushing out of apples and trying to clean up Shaft's kiting side over here as Vert and Zill are desperately trying to back off of this push.
The other thing is, Rain is starting to encircle Shaft. Shaft is getting all corralled to Bacon, with the exception of their 2 kiters, the Gering and the Minotaur.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's at Bacon, near Bacon, eating Bacon, wishing they had Bacon. Still a little bit low for the Gering, but for his Minotaur.
Yep.
And he's not able to heal all that back, which means he's taking a bunch of Citadels.
Conga Line Torps coming in. Adino's Petropavlovsk. They just missed. He's got Hydro. He's fine.
Here comes Real Ship Shady into Donuts. For Amazing pops his radar that catches the Ragnar, and there are torps going in on the Ragnar. Oh, this is not good if I was the Ragnar.
Zuko is in trouble big time. He misses the torps. He's going to miss all the torps, actually.
Right, but that forces him to push in towards a Minotaur. Not exactly what I'd want to be doing.
No, it does give him bow in. He might be able to take down Ship Shady with help from his team.
Right.
That's what they got to be looking for, is a trade. All the shells coming in to support his teammate. They do trade out destroyers.
I mean, that is the power of the Gumo with your smoke cruiser, right? You almost have 2 cruisers in that smoke cloud.
Look at Deepest Dungeons, Montana. Look how close he is to Formazing. As soon as the smoke expires, Formazing is going to be seen and shot.
Right, but he should be able to get this cap and get out of dodge.
He's got the time, and you see what he did there? He smacked into his dying corpse of a teammate. That slows him down enough so he can make this turn and stay in the smoke. That's expert handling right there.
I think that was the game plan. Here, let me die so you can use my body to bounce off. But he's not going to get the cap. He knows this. Yeah, he knows he's got to get out of here.
Yep,
he can't afford to sit there.
Oh, he gets spotted for just a second, and look how hungry Shaft is for this kill.
Stalingrad luckily got a couple citadels, and you can tell that because you're not able to heal all of that back.
That's right.
The only problem is the Shaft Delaney is going to keep the Minotaur respotted.
Yeah, Thrawn just pushing straight into this.
I mean, might as well. You have to do. Well,
there it is.
Get him spotted for Deepest Dungeon, and
meanwhile, look at Dino in the middle of the map.
Oh, him sinking? Yes, I see that now.
Yeah. Shaft continuing to be corralled by rain here.
It's interesting, Shaft, did break out of this being corralled behind Bacon. What are your Marcellis doing?
Just looking back at them, they're stopped at the island. I think they don't want to advance for fear of taking torpedoes. So they're just going to sit and wait. Confused about that because that takes 2 ships out of the game, essentially.
More importantly, it takes the 2 ships you're kind of banking on to push, and it looks like where Bison's at, they stopped a little early, in my opinion. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean they're out. One more kill, and, obviously they can flip it.
Look at the score, guys. Look at the timer.
I think they need to send the Ragnar, who just opened up on a Delaney. I think they should have sent him into Bacon. Instead, he's going to be forced to go south, and if he's going to go into Bacon, he's got to take the long way. Like, you can't afford to send Arturus into it because you'll be broadside in front of a Vermont.
Yep, lots of shells coming in and no names. Stalingrad, he's trying to heal through all this fire. He's on 2 fires now. DCP not for another 20 seconds.
He should get his DCP back if he can save the ship from getting hit from all these shells.
He just needs to not be detected, really, at this point.
Right. Good luck with that. That's like saying not being able to see the moon.
Just stay dark in your giant battleship-ish cruiser thing.
And on fire. Well, he did. He saved the ship so far.
Yep. And Taro
but he gets respotted.
And there he goes. Yeah, fire has a bloom effect. It increases your concealment range, or spotting range, essentially.
Looks like Shaft Vermont is going to be the next thing chosen for death, as the Marcellis finally said, we got our coffee, we're good to move on.
Yep, we're following Dastard Savo in as he gets the kill on the Vermont.
Now, we know these 2 didn't beach, but they were very close to that island. They're probably gonna call an Uber or DoorDash to get the coffee delivered to them.
Ah, there you go.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
Well, the battle's supposed to end in 5 minutes. I think it's getting a lot sooner.
I don't know. The announcer guy is never wrong.
I'll tell you what, though.
Oof.
Nice hit there from Dastard. I'll tell you
Or
what,
Delaney.
though. When Raptor and I were looking at statistics, we saw that at least on the NA server, the north spawn had a significant advantage on this map over the south spawn. And take a look. Bravo team winning this one.
Well, I think some of that goes to teams also, because we faced Alisar on this map an awful lot, and let's just face facts, Alisar did win NA. They were always the northern team, so may not necessarily be the north side when the best team is always winning.
But I will say that was Raptor and I, when we did that discussion, that was actually before the finals. Or maybe during the finals. I can't remember. But either way.
Well, they're still fishing for Mr. Thawne and his Delaney. Shots out on, I think, the Minotaur from everybody.
I mean, he's the next low target as Dastard's just tasting the rainbow.
Well, Dastard's going to be able to print the new ship real quick, because... Oof. Well...
There's the Marsilli you were talking about sitting still.
Yeah, Gangbang was just like, nope.
See if I can get both sinking ships in this death pick here.
Probably not.
No.
It's too much work.
If you squint hard enough, you will see it.
Right, that sounds like work again.
Does sound like work again. Well, congratulations to Rain for picking up game 1. Remember, this is a best of 5 series.
Now, with that being said, Rain is the EU champions, and, well, kind of historically, whoever wins EU tends to win this tournament. Now, ironically... Oh, wait. I have to do something...
Start the next giveaway?
Well, no, that's already going.
Oh. Alright, well, hey, ladies and gentlemen, let's go. Game 2 of Shaft versus Rain. Rain is up 1 so far in our grand finals. Keep in mind, this is a best of 5. So we have at least 2 more games to bring to you. This one and another one. Shaft, of course, can change that for us. And you all know how much we love Game 5s, but...
What was that? I did not hear you over there. I want a 3-0.
All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a look at Shaft. We've got Vert in the Kotspec gearing with Dazzle. Elbarthron in a Delny again. Medzuko in the Gdansk again. Zil in a Des Moines this time with a unique upgrade. No Name Lord in a Stalingrad with range. Dino with a Petropavlovsk and unique upgrade. Camille in a San Martin. And we have for battleships, Kalu in a Sniper Spec Vermont. And Deepest Dungeon in a Sniper Spec Montana with the DCP module as well. You're getting used to seeing the same builds now because we keep seeing the same players. Putting what's going on for Team Rain in red.
Well, I'm shocked to tell you all that Gangs in the Gdansk set up exactly the same way he set it up the entire tournament. Pew pew, get there. He is being followed by a San Martin top grade gunner with radar.
Okay.
Supporting them is Dastard in his Vermont with his super heavy AP sniper build / survivability. We have Enturo heading to Bacon with Shocked, another daring build.
Yep.
Exactly the same. Stalingrad set up for reload. I'm sure he's going to park at the island behind Bacon. Going to Chocolate is Lucar in his reload Petro with Bison and the Cots build Gearing, followed by unique upgrade Des Moines, and supporting them with their overmatch mechanic in the Vermont sniper build, more survivability because he doesn't need super heavy AP to kill things.
Notice he's actually more quickscope because he takes the turret traverse instead of the aim in slot 3.
Right, so there's 2 extra grains of sand not in the turrets. Gotcha.
There you go.
I mean, their builds are... They haven't changed, guys.
Mm-hmm.
I know you're all shocked, as I am.
That's right. As a reminder, Kleber and Moskva are the banned ships for this game.
Oh my god, look, a Delaney's going to get to A-cap before anybody can stop him.
Well, that's kind of what you'd expect, I suppose, when you take a Downey or whatever. And since
Now,
you
I
can't
find
take a
it
Kleber,
interesting that... Well, I mean, there's the other French.
the Marceau, yes.
Yeah, that thing.
That thing.
That thing. Not the Club Air.
Gdansk radars catches Elbard on radar here. He's got 2 seconds to hit. He does hit and causes it reset. Elbard's going to be forced to move forward, and then he's going to probably try to go back a little bit again. Gangbang is just going to sit there and keep shooting, figuring that's exactly what Elbard's going to do. I'm surprised Gangbang isn't smoking here while he's doing this. I guess he's not concerned about being smacked by a Vermont.
I think he's just has no fear of a San Martin connecting anything meaningful. But more importantly... Wow, we missed that.
Shaft, no-name Lord, in the Stalingrad, takes down Intaro. Yeah, that was fast.
Wow, I honestly did not expect that.
Deepest Dungeon must have gotten a really good hit in too. All right, well that's a huge kill.
Obviously, that was brought to you by Gdansk Radar.
That was brought to you
But
by
what I find...
Gdansk and Stalingrad radar, actually, yes.
Well, what I found interesting was Thawne opening up on Gdansk instead of just reversing in to take the cap.
Mm-hmm. Oh, over at A, Gangbang?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's an interesting decision. Shaft is at the point now where they're up a kill, so maybe they're not
up a kill.
so
They're
worried.
going to be up 2 caps, potentially 2.
Well, we gotta wait and see, because Daster's getting some shells into Mizuko's Gdansk because of Formazing's radar with that Stalingrad. Ooh! Deepest Dungeon actually knocks out Dastard's engines. How often have you seen that happen, Puddin'? A battleship losing its engines?
Actually, it's been happening a lot to Vermont. It's just it's an incident repair.
Yeah.
Right. So we don't you don't see it really affecting the engines compared to crap I'm on fire.
Yeah, because the fire will burn for a while. There's the visual, all that kind of stuff, and most of the time people will just DCP as soon as they got that engine because they need to move. True.
Normally, we've been seeing their engines get knocked out due to torpedo hits.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But as far as shells from other battleships, not too much. And Shaft does get bacon.
Arturius might take some torpedoes here. He's got Hydro going. I think he'll be okay. He's going to turn out. Gangbang's going to be forced to back off as well. Arturius should be able to thread that torpedo. He does.
Well, I will say this. Shaft definitely learned her lesson with the Bowen San Martin, because he is actually reversing this time.
As is Vert and Zill on the other side. They're being much smarter about it. One of the things that Puddin' and I were talking about during that video, the map intro video you all just watched, is how we saw multiple ships on multiple sides making that mistake of getting caught bow in the last game. Actually, a few even before that, too. Gangbang's actually going to walk into the A-cap. That's
Well, he's going to force Thrawn away with his radar and, torpedoes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just find it interesting that they really didn't try to test the waters about getting the cap again, reversing. Like I said, when he opened up and shot at Gangbangs, like, why? Would have figured you would just reverse in and get the cap.
That's right, because the radar is down, so that was a really good opportunity that was wasted in a sense. Maybe they feel they can afford to be a little bit more cautious because of that early ship kill. As Rain is about to pick up another cap, that's the C cap. Lucar just walking right through it in the Petropavlovsk.
Oh,
He
but he
does
gets
get reset.
reset.
He does get reset. Zale getting slapped a little bit. I think that was Malamu. Or maybe Lulu. I think it was Malamu.
I wonder if Dancers. Oh wait, never mind. Dancers wouldn't want to shoot Lucar. That would be bad.
That would be their own teammate, but yes.
Right, that would be bad because now we're waiting for another week and a half for Vermont to reload.
Yep.
But he is going to shoot Darkest Dungeon, which would be good if the shells connect and hit some citadels.
Nope.
And they don't. They
Nope.
kind of splashed all around.
So
But
now we
Lucar,
can...
you know, does get seen. Let's just be funny here. We have another Petro versus Petro Bowen situation.
Yes, but this time Deepest Dungeon is in position to get behind Lucar. It looks like he's heading that direction. Malamu's going to try to hold him off. I have a strong feeling we're about to see a ram happen here between both battleships.
Well, we do have Dastard shooting at Deepest Dungeon.
Yep, I was just going to mention that. And then you can see the Vermont on the other team, too, supporting their teammate. That's why I think we're ultimately going to end up with a battleship ram as Lucar is forced to go forward into, well, Vert's torpedoes, perhaps? And Dino
I hope
Gaming...
everybody's sitting down for this. There's two battleships trying to get in on Petros while the Petros look at each other and the DDs are sending torps at their Petros.
And do we get a battleship ram? No. Okay, well... And Dino now takes some torps. He's coming off far worse for the wear here. Bison continuing to spot him for Lulu Snail. Big hit there on Malamu.
It's almost like we've seen this play out before.
And Deepest Dungeon goes down. Malamu gets the reload off.
More importantly, Malamu is screaming, I don't need a heavy AP shells to hurt somebody's broadside.
More importantly...
And shockingly, we have another Petro standoff again.
More importantly, that should have been a ram for Shaft. The fact that they missed that ram is going to really haunt them.
I think the Montana was just going for a drive-by instead of the ram.
And he failed it and died. And we've talked about that before. In that situation, just take the stupid ram.
I agree. Even the puppy is quite upset about this. Yes, it's horrible, Mooney. It's horrible that a Montana didn't ram to take out guns to guarantee a kill. I mean, he could have ran out of ram flags at this point.
Now, what that means is Dino is basically going to get farmed out here. Vert and Zil can try to support, but Lulu is just going to be relentless with his HE salvos. And Lucar is obviously much healthier right now because Zil and Vert are not in a position to really support. Now, Shaft is finally getting the A cap. Finally. But they've taken so long. It's not gonna help.
Look at what they had to send to even get this cap.
Vermont, Delny, Gdansk, San Martin, like everything.
Against a Gdansk and San Martin, right? Because we knew Dastard was, shooting the Montana, so we knew he didn't have guns over here. They had to send everybody to deal with a San Martin Gdansk.
Yeah, that feels really bad. And in the process, we saw what happened over here. By the time these guys at A get back into position, especially the Vermont, the Shaft guys over here on the 910 line area are going to be under fire. Dino's going to be dead, and Rain's Vermont is going to be able to relocate.
Dino will definitely be dead, but luckily your smoke comp is still alive.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, it's going to take you time to relocate, but you already own Bravo.
Mm-hmm.
So what are you fighting for, right? At this point, you're going to concede C.
Fighting for your right to party, Puddin'.
No. But I mean, like, they're conceding C and going with an Alpha Bravo. Right? So you got to keep them away from it, you know, at least one of these caps. Preferably,
Well-
you want to keep them away from all of them. But Rain is fighting for, you know, to win the chocolate side because.
Fortunately for Shaft, Formazing decided to just put himself up there on the front lines and say, hey, shoot me for a bit. I'm in a Stalingrad. What can go wrong?
Absolute notion. It's Russian biased.
So there's the DCP, which probably didn't need to happen because that fire was ticking for a while. Can he be set on a sticky fire would be interesting.
Well, I would say why to go dark. I think he was barely able to catch him over this island due to the fact he was on fire.
Okay, well, either way,
Right?
big hits on Formazing and plunging fire from Kalu's Vermont. Dino actually managed to save his ship. Take a look at that.
That's good on him.
Yeah,
Like,
very
he's
impressive.
still a threat.
He's out of radars. He's got Hydro for another 10 seconds. He's out of heals, though. Why? Because he took the unique upgrade. He'd have one more heal, one more radar, one more Hydro if he would have taken our standard reload or range build. Instead, he opted to have AP shells do more damage, and boy, did that have an impact on this game, Puddin'.
Well, I felt it. Like,
I'm glad
that's
you did.
clearly why the Montana missed the ram.
Right. Exactly.
Like, there could be no other explanation for that. Because I'm now being surrounded by puppies.
Yeah, I
who
can
need
hear that.
constant attention.
Now, Dino is going to just pull forward and try to get out of this, but nah. He's going to come out right in front of a Stalingrad. So if he doesn't die to the Des Moines, to Lulu, he's going to die to Formazing.
And just in case For Amazing doesn't do it, there's a Vermont sitting there.
Oh, yeah.
His
Broadside
options
Vermont?
are not
Oh.
good.
Well, at least he does that to Formazing. Okay, so there's your 10% to AP. That results in a trade. That's actually pretty good for Shaft.
That is, but Rain is flipping the Apple's cap, and I don't believe anybody's going to catch him.
Yes, they will.
Nope.
Mizuko
There goes
radars.
Stalingrad radar. No, that was no
Oh,
name's
you're right.
radar.
You're right. I see that now. Either way, Gangbang's going to be detected for a little bit longer.
He's not going to get that cap.
Nope. He's going to be pushed out of it. He might also lose his life for this attempt. 416 hit points. He loses his
And
life.
he goes down.
That's 2 big kills for No Name this game. 2 big kills. And with that, we're under 100 points left for Shaft to win Game 2 and tie up the series. This is awesome, Puddin'.
Right. We're going to go with that.
Of course it's awesome. It shows that...
Oh my God, there's a Petro coming out of the gap. We're used to seeing them go into the gap and never come out.
That's true. But what's cool about this, Puddin', is, you know, I think it shows how close the teams are in maybe skill, strategies, whatever, range, Shaft, and 3X. Just because of how much back and forth we've seen with the regionals and now internationals.
Oh, I think the other thing it definitely says is we know how you're going to play on this map.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so we're going to do what we can to counter it. Yes, I know, puppy. It's horrible. There's going to be a game 4.
One of the
Means I don't get to pet you as much.
One of the big differences, we have 10 seconds left. One of the big differences, too, is all of these battles for King of the Sea, even back to the very first day, are available on the WoW's Tournaments page for anybody to see, not just for the teams. So you can download all the replays of your opponents, all the replay renders. So not only do you see the ship builds, but you also see how the team utilized those ships and the strategies they employ. Gives you an awful lot of intelligence on the enemy team to the point where you no longer can have 1 or even 2 strategies on a map. You need to come up with 3, 4, or 5.
And what Zeth is talking about is called homework.
Doing your homework. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have Game 3, Rain versus Shaft, Northern Waters, and the North Spawn Wearing green is Rain. This time around, we've got for ship lineup Bison in a Yu Yang. We haven't seen this yet, Puddin'. Radar Yu Yang. That's mostly Torp build. Real Ship Shady is in a Kotz build gearing. We got Intaro in his Ragnar. Heading over towards Chocolate. For Amazing is in the Des Moines that we know him for, and he is heading towards the middle cap with a unique upgrade. We got Gangbrang with a reload, Petropavlovsk, Arturius in a range build, Stalingrad, Dastard in a quickscope sniper, Vermont, Malamu in a quickscope, Vermont, with a little bit of tanky tank, and Lucar in Marsilli heading by himself to the C1 line. All right, what is going on to the South Puddin'?
The puppies are quite upset about something.
If you need to deal with them, I can take care of the lineups.
Yep.
All
We
right.
gotta do the lineup.
All right. So, Shaft in red has Mizuko in Gdansk. He is making hard speed for the A cap. He should be able to beat, well, anybody from Rain to the A cap and grab it right away. We got Dino Gaming in a unique upgrade, Petropavlovsk. He really likes that that AP, but as you can see, even with Superintendent, he only gets 3 charges of his heal, all that stuff. Flow 420 going across, putting the curtain down for Camille's Wooster. Typical Kotz build as we have our 2 Death Snails approaching both safe spots where we typically see radar cruisers. Camille is in a unique upgrade, a reload Wooster. Now, big problem here, Flow 420. Looks like he beached himself. It's going to take him extra time to get out of dodge, and I'm sure he's radioing to his friends. He's under radar. Yep. He hits the underwater featured. It slows him down. Camille now, for whatever reason, decides, I'm going to block my teammate and prevent him from getting to safety. This is some real next level stuff here, guys, as both of them are just sitting there saying,
Well, at least the puppies calm down to the excitement that is known as Kotz.
There you go. Now we've got Kalu in a sniper build Vermont with the plane up. Let's follow his shells as they come in. He's looking for Arturius. He finds Ship Shady. Doesn't do too much. A little bit of chip damage there. Deepest Dungeon in the Montana. We saw him before do this with the sniper scope and a little bit of extra zhuzh on the DCP mod. Ilbard Thon is about to go into the C cap in the Daring. He's trying to figure out how to get in there. Zill's in the unique upgrade Des Moines, and Vert is in your typical Kotz build gearing with Dazzle we've seen so far. Reminder, Mosfa and Haragumo are the ships that were banned this game, as Dastard takes a torpedo in the Vermont north of Chocolate.
Oh, 420's coming under heavy fire. His DCP is running, so he won't be caught on fire again, luckily for him, but he is at half health.
Not only that, but I see a red dot. That red dot means that something is broken. What is it? It is his stern torpedo tube. That gearing...
I wouldn't say broken, it's gone.
Yes, it is, exactly. 100% gonzo. 502 hit points left on his forward torpedo tube, and that's it. So... already, he's lost a lot of utility as Ship Shady now just kind of tests the waters backing into the cap, and you can see he's quite healthy with his modules at this point. All right, well, what's going on at C-Cap? We got our Death Snail Bison detected on the Yu Yang backing up.
Uh-oh, Ship Shady could be in trouble here. He does pull in the Starbucks.
He got himself detected. I'm guessing that's the Gdansk radar. Yup. And there's
Oh, no.
He's dead. He's dead. He's dead.
No.
Here's Torps coming in right for him. It's a disaster as the torpedoes fizzle.
Oh, skill, no luck, with no engine.
Mizuko, when you watch this later, you're going to be amazed how close you were.
Well, he missed by a country mile because they didn't go off.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, still, you know, a good set of torpedoes sent at him.
Yep. I want to point out Lucar now making revolutions for the safe spot at A. He's trying to suss out if it's safe for him to go into the cap or not. He does not have radio location. No idea where the nearest enemy is, but he's looking in the direction of Dino Gaming's Petro because, well, I'm sure that they can see he was last spotted over there.
Now, this is
Real-
going to be bad if you don't get spotted first before Lucar does, and if Lucar actually has the AP loaded.
Real Ship
He is-
Shady's engines are still out, by the way. Wow.
He has the AP loaded for Dino, and doesn't do anything.
Well, Dino's kind of at a pretty good angle for blocking most of that hate.
Well, I mean, luckily he went with the 10% extra damage because you can clearly see it definitely hurt the Marsili.
Well, yeah.
And here comes the deciding factor. Marsili decides to open up with his 100% guaranteed fire chance. And there's a fire on the Petro.
What do you know? Well, Dino pops the DCP. I'm sure Lucar is going to come out then and get himself shot at again because he wants to get a perma fire. We're probably going to see him use his reload booster. There it is right there. So he's probably going to walk away with 2 perma fires on Dino for this. He's got 1 already.
More importantly, that fire is on the front of his ship. And he's running, which means he should be able to get the butt fire.
Exactly. There's better chances of getting more fires on him. He doesn't, actually. He's still only stuck with the 1 sticky fire. Unlucky for him.
Lucar, you might want to send in a report. You didn't get that second and third fire. Your
Yep.
ship could be broken.
The ship is most definitely broken. All right. Meanwhile, Mitsuko is trying to get back into a position to do something. I think they're trying to set him up so that he can prevent another attempted cap at B. If they can spot Ship Shady, they could take him out. I'm sure that's what they're thinking.
Well, there's that. You have the Vermont for rain rotating over to Apples.
Yep.
So you do have the option for him to go through the channel. You know there's no radar at Apples. There's just Lucar and his Marsili.
Yep, and Lucar continues to take a little bit of chip damage here or there. Ooh, Bison take a big torpedo there. At least 1 in his Yu Yang all the way up on the 10 line. Looks like 1. Zill's radar is not coming up with anything, but still, that's a huge hit for Shaft. Does help Bison's adrenaline rush, though. Obart is going to try to go into B now. There's the radar.
Yeah, he went in to bait out that radar. He
Yeah.
never slowed down. He went full steam.
Yep, and he turned away as soon as he could.
Yep.
You
It
see
looks
a-
like the only person that actually could follow up shots would be the Ragnar, but wisely does not open up.
A lot of times we'll see a Daring do just that, and then they'll fire torpedoes, conga line torpedoes right here, trying to bait these guys out. But at this point in competitive play, they're not going to fall for that. Malamu makes a hard turn and decides not to go into A. What is that? You see that? It's like that meme of the ship of the car that just takes that exit last second. Like,
Well, it's almost brilliant, right? Because you're bringing over Shafts Vermont too, thinking he was going to go in, but unfortunate for him, Shafts Vermont actually has something to shoot, and he can actually make this play, to where if he wants to continue to go in to help deal with the Marsili and possibly keep you out, to where it looks like he's maybe pulling over for a pack of cigarettes. No, he's too far away.
Now, Shaft has been trying to farm out the Stalingrad. They have been unable to do so. We got shouts coming in on Camille from, looks like Vermont. Just gonna miss, but look at how many openings there are, how many shell holes there are in Camille's booster. I mean, he looks a lot more damaged than his hit points, show. It's pretty crazy.
I questioned the smoking the Stalingrad completely. As the Stalingrad just opened up.
Yep. So, well,
Like, granted, it's 20 seconds, but it definitely tells the team a little bit more where to shoot at because he has spotted,
well,
right? So you can get those the follow-up shots in the smoke because
he's
you know
on
where he's at.
he's on 2 fires. He DCPs. Now here's the thing, especially Camille can just sit there and French radar him. Just keep shooting his location, get him on fire. For whatever reason, he's not doing that. Ah, okay. He was looking back the other way. They told him to look back the other way in case the Gdansk Mizuko was chased out by Entaro. So he's going back to that spot now. Arturius popping the heel.
You know, he may be having difficulty to actually line up these shots on the last stone because there is a little piece of island sticking out in front, you know, for him to do this. So he may be having some difficulty
Dastard.
lining up last snow, but doesn't have to worry about that with the Vermont, and you know, Dastard's Vermont. Nice, wide out in the open, easy lock on target.
Yeah, they've absolutely called for focus fire on Dastard now. Camille is shooting him, Zil shooting him. There's 1 fire. Dastard is trying to heal. There's 2 fires. There's the DCP. Now remember, he's got the DCP mod, so that's 28 seconds of basically immunity from fire or flood or losing engines or steering gears. Which might come in handy here with these gearing torpedoes from Flow 420. I say might because take a look at this. 6, 5. He only takes 1 torpedo and it does not cause a flood because of that module. That's why I see a lot of players like to use that module. Now Dastard does slow down, take another big hit from the Montana. Rain is basically just coughing up Dastard for free here. There's the sticky fire. There's the second. Nope, not yet. Vert's even opening up.
Is Malamu over at 8 for Rain going to eat any of these torps from the Gdansk?
Big hit there on that Harugamo on Vert. Malamu did eat 1 torpedo from Mizuko's Gdansk, yes.
More importantly, it caused the flood, causing the DCP out.
And resets. Vert now going dark. We got the next heal going for Dastard. He still has 1 fire. More Worcester shells coming in. These are AP shells because they know that they got a sticky fire. Oh, Camille just takes a beating. That was the Vermont to the north. That was Malamu. Here comes Dastard salvo. Oh,
Dastard goes down though.
Another big hit. Yeah, he does go down, but not before putting more holes in Camille's side. Look how beat up this Worcester is. This is the most beat up I've seen a ship, I think, this tournament. Wait, there's more.
I say beat up and actually survive.
That's the point I'm trying to get at, right? Exactly.
Well, at least his nose isn't saturated, so they can potentially aim for that.
6 minutes to go in play. Look at the scores. They're tied up, although technically Rain is in the lead because they're the only one taking up a cap. That would be the chocolate cap. So they are down one of their battleships.
Well, now they're taking up apples as chocolate is under contest.
Yep.
Looks like they're going in on bacon, but more importantly, will 4 amazing survive Vermont shells? Yes, that could have been, or nope, Montana shells. My bad.
Speaking of Vermont, Kalu is quite low in his Vermont. DCP and Heo going up. Dino also quite low. 4 amazing now going into the B cap, figuring it's probably safe. There's no battleship that could really punish with Vermont and Montana blocked by islands. Well, I say that as the Vermont shells are coming in. Never mind. They don't do much anyway.
I don't think they connected at all.
Nope.
To be honest. But, I mean, you got to make the play. You got to get that second cap ticking because you are definitely low as far as ships over on chocolate side, especially with the Petro going to be caught bow in somewhere.
Yeah. Rain has basically given up the sea cap. Gang Barang has basically been told, stay here and keep them here as long as you can. He's going to nose in, and he's going to do his best to just not die.
More importantly, aren't we used to seeing Gangbang being on a destroyer, not a cruiser?
Yeah, I wonder what happened there.
Wow, maybe they're upset with his DD gameplay. I am not, though. I think you've done a fantastic job.
Camille, open watering now, Gangbang. Just knows how important it is to get this asset off the board.
Well, you kind of need to because he is contesting your only point tick.
That's right, 3 minutes to go until Rain wins, despite being down a ship.
Enemy is about to win.
Like,
Now, if Rain wins this, is it considered a blowout because Shaft didn't lose anything still?
it's a reverse blowout.
I mean, the only question is, when does Gang go down?
Well, and the thing is,
Right.
he needs
Are
to
they
go...
going to be able to do it in the 2 minutes?
That's the thing, exactly. They need to get him down ASA Pizzle so they can get a time extension. Gangbang forced to move forward because of Elbard's daring position. Now he's in Zill's Des Moines. AP coming in, not doing much, unfortunately. Zill switches to HE. 2 minutes to go. Is there any other possibility of a ship kill for Shaft? Malamu takes some hits, forced out the DCP. Minute 50 seconds to go for Gangbang to survive. Can he do it? He's out of heals. He's got his DCP ready. He's gonna go down.
Doesn't. Yeah, I mean, he does go down within the 2 minutes, which is going to extend this game.
Flow 420 shooting. They know how important it is to get this kill. Gang, nice use of that final DCP there to ensure he can't be set on fire for tick damage to speed that up. So that is a slight time extension. 2 minutes left now. Deepest Dungeons Montana just, I think, needs to go in. And he's slowing down for whatever reason.
Actually, I don't know. If he goes in, he gets farmed out.
2 minutes. He's going to die anyway. They're going to lose anyways if he just sits there. Right?
Whoa. Gotta
What?
save some HP for the next game, right?
Oh, okay, fine.
Right. Not be overzealous. But I think Shaft's next target needs to be the Des Moines on Bacon.
And maybe that's why
Right.
Malamu's been, or Deepest Dungeon's been sitting there. Or Amazing being pushed around to the backside because of the Montana position. Once he goes behind the island, Amazing can back up. So they're probably calling for Deepest Dungeon to pull over to Starbucks and back up and try to get the shot on him.
That's the only play I can see what they're trying to set up for, because they're doing the mad push. Like, they have a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Amazing literally cannot sit there because he will just he dies quicker than the Petro does. But
Vermont
look at all
shells.
this fire coming in on him.
Yep, Vermont shells
He's gonna
connect.
go down.
AP shells coming in from the Worcester. Amazing trying
Right.
desperately to turn. He's healing. He's going to go broadside to a lot of that battleship salvo. There's the Montana shell salvo. Zill now should be able to get the killing blow. He does. Another time extension.
I'm gonna be 100% honest for you. I think Amazing should have just said it B.
Yeah, this was...
I don't understand the call or the decision to
Okay.
get out from behind the island.
Deepest is moving forward now. He's got his DCP on. And Taro, though, blocks a torpedo. Doesn't matter. Malamu takes him down anyways. 30 seconds to go. I don't see another
Yeah.
opportunity. Wait, maybe Artorias is Stalingrad?
Stalingrad.
He's at, he got 26 seconds. He's going down.
Yeah,
Seal's
he's-
expiring. He's going down. That's it for him.
Oh my God.
When he goes down, look at the score flip again. That's 100
But
points.
more importantly,
Zill's getting
Des
into B.
Moines going to get into B. Yeah.
That's going to stop, or it's going to stem the bleeding. But Shaft
I
still needs
still
to get
think-
into A as well.
I still think Rain is on a 1-cap win.
Absolutely.
Actually,
Dino.
they're on a no-cap win.
Yep,
It's
because
10
time.
seconds
8
left.
seconds to go. And that'll do it. Let's go
They
take a
laid
look.
$1 short for Shaft.
As Zill takes a whole bunch of deep water torpedoes. Might go down for a double death pick. Nope, he does not.
No, denies that the double death pick.
Ah, jerks. Well, congratulations to
More
Rain.
importantly,
Yes.
Shaft did lose a ship, so we don't have to worry about it. Is it a reverse blowout?
Got it. Got it. We don't want any reverse blowouts here, guys. Only regular blowouts even. We don't want those either, but you know.
Those will happen. We don't
Those
want to
will
figure out if it's a reverse.
That's right. All right, everybody. Here's game 4 of our best of 5 series. We go to game 5 if Shaft wins. If Rain wins, they become the international and regional champions of King of the Sea 16 and get all the monies and all the women. Let's take a look at the lineup. Vert bringing for Shaft a Harguma 420 Blaze It. Elbard Thon in a Delny. We've seen him do this before. Medzuko in a Ragnar. We've got Zil in a unique upgrade Des Moines. No Name Lord in a unique upgrade Moskva. Camille saying, nope, do me next. In a unique upgrade Des Moines. Dino Gaming in a San Martin this time. I guess they've said enough with you and the Petropavlovsk stuff. And behind them is Kalu's Vermont Sniper build, as we've seen, and Deepest Dungeon now also in a Vermont in a Sniper build with Rudder Shift. What do we have to the south, Puddin?
Yes, we have ships from Rain.
Ships from Rain. Got it. So many ships.
All right, we do,
9 of them, in fact.
We do have Bison in the Ledge Mod Shimmy, but he is running the Smoke module. I think that's why he's running the Ledge Mod.
Yep, he's been doing that before. That was what he did last time, too.
Yep. We have 4 Amazing and a Ledge Mod Des Moines. Surprise there. We have the 420 Blazing Gumo.
Mm-hmm.
So they're doubling up on the smoke over there. Lucar in Alleged Mod Moskva. I almost forgot the ship with that name that's been here forever. We have Tank Abilities Vermont and Rain, because I keep forgetting Malu's name at times. Gangs Gdansk is literally the same build modules he's been running the entire series.
But hey, they put him back in a destroyer.
Pew Pew. We have Dastards. I know everybody's sitting down for heavy AP shells and tankability. And then I know everybody's just as shocked as I am. Another Blazing 420 Real Ship Shady with a Ledge Mod Des Moines. I think that's everybody.
I think that's everybody, too.
I hope that's everybody.
I hope
if
so.
If not, I forgot, and I'm sorry. It's getting late for me as well for you guys.
Yep. Hey, Puddin', do me a favor. Somebody you can shout out in chat there. If you just follow my lead. All right, so anyways, Bison detecting Abarthron's Delny. If he stops and tries to reverse here. Oh, my. Is he going to do it? No, he backs off. Thank you, Puddin'. Backs off.
I almost thought it was Autumn again.
And that's going to allow a couple things. One is Bison's going to be able to get back in and all that. Now, just so you guys all know, both teams didn't pick a ship to ban. Each team forfeited the rest of the games. So today, or this game, if we go to game 5, they basically both just said, you know what? I don't care anymore. Bring whatever the heck you want. Bring your bestest. Do your worstest. Really like doing. I really like that idea.
I don't think that was the idea. I think everybody just ran out of time.
Well, that is true. There is a time limit. If you don't get a ban in within that time limit, that's it.
Now, Bison does get picked up by No Name's Moskva radar, which is going to force him off the cap because he doesn't want to sit there and take damage from, for free.
I mean, what was he thinking?
Well, he doesn't want to take damage at all.
Well, he might.
Bison's probably thinking, I want to live and win because this will be I believe this will be his first champion.
As
Not
Rain.
100% sure, at least for Rain.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least with Rain. I don't know how long he's been with them.
Masa's radar is about to expire just as Bison gets on the cap. Unfortunately for him, there's a San Martin within radar range as well. I'm sure we're going to see that radar pop up in moments.
More importantly, what are the Vermont shells going to do to Bison? Because he should be looking because he was caught with the Moskva radar.
Oh, yeah. There's the radar. And
There comes shells. It was such a
Basti,
delay,
oof.
though.
Oh, Kalu just got spanked by another Vermont, and Basti now coming under threat. He's discovered by the Delny. He's got to stop because of that radar. Formazing detected as well. Who do you shoot in this situation? Do you shoot at Formazing if you're the Vermont? Or do you continue? Well, I guess now you got no choice because guess what? Bison is dark.
Right. He took a shot at Bison, and then with the week and a half reload, wasn't going to get anything on four amazing.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of well played by Rain there. Let Bison dodge Vermont shells right as Des Moines gets spotted. Like, that's kind of bad luck on Shaft's part.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly how it played down. He is going to blind shot last known.
Nope. Close. So, Formazing's like, haha, and just opens up his guns. I like that.
More importantly, we've actually had action going on Apple sides at the start. Usually most of it is going on at Chocolate side.
Mm-hmm.
And Chocolate side has been, oh my God, there's a smoke screen shooting at me. Well, hold on. Let me set up my smoke screen.
Lulu taking more up the butt.
As Lulu goes, screw you, Puddin'. I'm going to make this exciting now.
Right?
Lulu's caught out on fire. Does have a DCP, but he did shoot, so there's no point in putting it out. Well,
yeah. Well,
once again, just says screw you and your logic.
That's right. And now Ship Shady does have his smoke up, so he's going to try to save his buddy. As more shells come in, if they start a fire on Lulu, that's a sticky fire. Lulu waits until he's dark and he knows he's safe, and he opens up on Vert. Uh-oh, Ragnar had something disabled. It's just a turret. It's fine. It's not a perma.
More importantly, they did push off Mizuko and his Ragnar off of the sea cap.
All that action too, Vert as well. They're forced back a bit. I mean, it's smart for them to back off, but they really need to get into sea. Looks like Mizuko's going to do just that in moments.
Well, they have to know that this is the kite side for Rain too.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's surprised. What do you know? The southern spawn is kiting from sea, and the northern spawn is kiting from apples.
You know, I really don't like that, Puddin', because I've seen some fantastic plays. You and I together both have seen fantastic plays where the Bravo team just shoves up the 9-10 line and wrecks face.
Dominates. And then we've seen, the alpha spawn just shoved down to 1-2.
We've seen both. That's right. Mizuko barely dodging those torpedoes.
But this is, at this point, typical COTS gameplay here, right? You have double radar protecting Bravo from Shaft in a Moskva Des Moines, right? You have a Moskva set up to farm out Des Moines location.
Mm-hmm. All the radar ranges.
But it definitely looks... Shaft will definitely get chocolate for free. Well, not for free, but, I mean, finally get it.
Yeah.
Without anybody being able to do anything to reset it.
So that's
just taking them some time.
That's going to leave you with a No Man's Land B.
More importantly, Rain got apples first, so they are winning the tick race. Shaft has got to get a kill to tighten that gap up.
Mm-hmm.
And who do you get the kill on? Like Lulu? Oh.
Well, they had an opportunity on Lulu, but look how far south Lulu is now. He's not risking it. Smart decision.
Why should you?
I agree. But that does put him farther back. His radar's not going to be as effective. All that good stuff.
I mean, like, to be honest, you've already lost the cap. So, do you relocate? Take your time, heal up, to eventually push back in, right? You are winning the tick race.
Mm-hmm.
All Moskva has to really do, like Lukar's Moskva, is just keep reversing. But he does have to be careful with the Vermont shells coming in over one of those gaps. Like, he's got to be careful how far he reverses to go dark.
Yep, I see it. Deepest Dungeon shells coming in right now in Lukar. They connect.
But he also has to be wary of Gestapo.
Yep.
The other Vermont.
Yep, he backs up too far. It's Cassando, or you can say Kalu.
Cassando?
Kalu or Cassando, yep.
All right, I'll go with Kalu. That's easier. It's the double X that throws my brain off. But I mean, Lucar's now on fire, and Cruiser Fires. Luckily, he's not in Stalingrad because that would be brutal.
That would absolutely.
Get normal. He does get the normal Cruiser Fire, but he's got to reverse all the way back. And he has to give up the position here.
Yep, and I know Kalu's just waiting. Let's go take a look. Yeah, his guns are looking towards Dastard and towards Lucar. Lucar just got detected. I'm surprised that... oh, they're turning back. Plane? Plane in 4 seconds. Too late.
Well, Lucar's going to get the resets, hopefully, on Thrawn's Delaney on Bacon. But is this going to cost Lucar a ship? Because he's got to move forward, and,
Deepest
I'd rather
is
have a Des Moines in this fight. I'd rather have a Des Moines in this fight just due to DPM.
Yep. Now, Cassando is waiting. There's the plane. Now, you put the plane up so you can see over the island. You can make sure your shells will clear it. Of course, it adds a little bit of range, too. But it's mostly just the island clearance. So here's the first Vermont salvo coming in on Lucar. They all hit the island. And let's see now if Kalu is able to arc over the island and land. He's not detected.
No, Lucar really has to back up far because you got the big hump that's protecting him right now.
Mm-hmm.
But in order for him to go dark, he's got to back up to the low point in that island.
Kalu is actually looking at Basti's Harugumo right now. He opens fire on Basti. Now, these shells will... Look at this. Look at this. They clear island to the left, or to the right. Island to the left, and they connect.
Ooh, that hurts.
Meanwhile, Zill is very low on the side of Shaft on the 10 line.
Well, all that was going on, we failed to see Bison say, hey guys, pay attention to me, I just can't see.
Yep, and torpedoed your buddy. I'm sure that was a torpedo hit on Zill.
I don't know. I think that's just been damage over time with the fire. There's a lot of that is healable.
That is true. Lulu, though, has not used a radar recently, so if that's the case, that was Zill getting himself detected and shot at. Maybe Bison was spotting him with the Shimakaze. That's a possibility, too. Mizuko, is he going to move forward? He is. He's fine there. Yeah, all this we've been talking about Lucar, and he's still alive. Shaft has failed to get this very crucial kill.
Now, this is a lesson for everybody.
Teachable moment.
This is what a Moskva can do. You can nose up a little bit. You will be protecting your citadel. And all of this fire damage that is being done to you is healable. And fire damage on cruisers is not the death sentence it used to be when I had to learn how to play Moskva from Sneaky and from Robert, who have always yelled at me for being too late popping my radar button.
That's a name I haven't heard for a while.
He is the one who taught me how to Moskva, in all honesty. Now, more importantly, though, with getting chocolate, that is extending Rain's points of terror of we will be champions unless you guys do something in the next 4 minutes.
Pretty much. It's up to Shaft to find a way back in. As you said, 4 minutes. At 4 minutes
is a lot of time.
It's a lot of time. We saw the last game how you can take 4 minutes and stretch them. The difficulty, though, is you have to be making those plays now, right? You have to start making those plays now.
Like you can see, Zill is, turned around and come back in. It's hell or high water. It doesn't matter if you're going to get your heal back. You've got to make a play for chocolate.
Yep, it doesn't matter anymore. You're going in. That's it. Done.
This delay getting into CCAP is not good. Like, you also run the risk of running into torpedoes also. And, Bison does have
it
takes one on the nose.
And the butt,
It's going to be even a longer delay. in all honesty, that stopped the Ragnar from even pushing in. It has to be the Delaney because he's got the HP to handle getting radared and spotted.
Meanwhile, Bison is backing. Remember, Bison, the Shimakaze, best concealment in this game.
Well, I mean, in all honesty, there's the ledge mod in work. You know, just dumping torpedoes in known spots of where things are going to come in. Right? Of course, Bison's running, RPF because it definitely helps tracking where things are. Like his RPF's on the Delaney right now.
Big hit there on Lulu Snail. He's still okay, though.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
2 minutes to go. Announcer lied again. 2 minutes to go until Rain becomes the international champion for King of the Sea.
There we go. They're farming out Thon's Delaney at this point, but they are pushing up to Des Moines. Find it interesting that he's on the other side of this smoke cloud / island to realistically just shoot Gang and his Gadans who could just stop shooting and go dark at any moment.
He's really in a bad spot to support. I think they put the smoke out to try to bait the Shimakaze torps, which I get. Alright, we just had a cap step. Shaft goes on to the A cap for a second. But Vermont exists?
Well, I mean, Vermont, keep backing up the Moskva. You got the Gumo, so you don't need to back up Lucar to put him in somewhere dangerous. And then you have the Des Moines on the other side to stop him from going forward without receiving damage.
So you can see No Name is now starting to push forward in the Moskva. He's going to dip his bow in there to stop. But the problem is Dino's probably going to go down here, and they can't afford to lose Dino at the same time. He does use his funny button. You can see the lights, the search lights active. So he gets a heal in 3 seconds. He's going to need it badly.
I don't know.
He needs to keep...
look like Vermont shells in on him.
Nope, too far away. Didn't do much. He really can't afford to stay in this cap like this. He needs to back up and let somebody else get in front, like the Vermont.
Well, For Amazing is, showing, what you need to do to win. He's shooting the Moskva to get the resets to force the Vermont to go in.
Oh, Vert goes down.
Ooh.
Big kill on the other side.
Real ship shady there. That's a big kill.
Kalu beaches in front, trying to block the shots that would kill Dino, but it's not going to work the way he beached like that. He needed to move farther forward. Look, Dino gets another funny button charge. Okay, so this is so far the best use of... Oh, he died.
What was that about the best use of the San Martin
that was kind of the point.
That died?
The entire King of the Sea, we've been talking about how the San Martin maybe isn't quite what she's cracked up to be. And we see it once again, an attempt to utilize that ship to its fullest. And they come up short.
Well, to be fair, it was a blowout because Rain did not lose a single ship.
This was a blowout.
By Wargaming standards, that is a blowout.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And more importantly, Rain is your champions.
That's right. Let's go to the winner screen.
Congratulations to Rain winning EU and then shockingly surprising everybody, the EU champions win international.
But boy,
nobody saw that one coming.
They had a fight to do this though, which is
they had to go through the losers bracket.
They started in the losers bracket, right? And they had to really fight tooth and nail to survive. So these guys, I mean, you got to give it to Shaft putting up a really good fight in this series. We got to game 4, so the series wasn't a sweep, which is good too. I think it does speak to the caliber of players that we're seeing on all 3 of these EU teams, to where all 3 are evenly matched. I think we just need the rest of the servers to catch up.
Right. Considering, to be honest, most everybody's going to the EU server.
Well, some of the players for these various EU teams are indeed NA players.